It started, as all great suburban wars do, with a lawn gnome. His name was Gregory. He was a tasteful little guy. Red hat, blue coat, cheerful demeanor, eternally pushing a tiny wheelbarrow filled with fake succulents. My mom got him for me as a housewarming gift when I bought my place in the Summerbrook Estates HOA, a neighborhood that prides itself on curated curb appeal and enforced visual harmony, which is HOA speak for everyone's house must look like a Pottery Barn catalog on Xanax. Linda is our HOA president. Linda has a bob haircut sharp enough to slice deli meat. Linda once fined a man for having the wrong shade of beige trim. Linda hates Gregory. I knew the moment war was declared, Gregory disappeared. I found a friendly reminder note on my door, typed in Comic Sans, stating that unapproved lawn ornaments may result in fines or removal to preserve neighborhood aesthetics. There was a citation for unauthorized statuary stapled to it. Stapled to my actual front door. I went to the HOA office, aka a beige shed behind Linda's house, and asked if they had seen my gnome. Linda smiled like a crocodile at brunch. "Oh, that little statue, it was removed for non-compliance." "Where is he?" "Disposed of," she said. "You're welcome to read the guidelines for appropriate exterior decor." Reader, I did not read the guidelines. I went to Home Depot. I bought a replacement gnome, a bigger one. This one had a fishing pole and a smug expression. I named him General Gregory II, and I zip-tied him to a concrete block. 3 days later, I received a formal notice of violation in my mailbox and a $50 fine. But Linda had made one critical error. She'd engaged someone with zero shame and a Costco membership. I escalated. I bought a flamingo. Not just any flamingo. This one wore sunglasses and had a margarita glass attached to its wing. I named her Veronica and placed her next to General Gregory II. They looked like they were having a casual backyard date night. The neighbors loved it. I received 4 compliments and a note from a child that said, "I like your bird." Linda did not love it. Another fine. So I added a third element, a gnome riding a turtle. His name was Sir Slowjam, and he brought gravitas to the scene. By week 3, my lawn had become a whimsical, semi-ironic garden party. There were tiki torches, solar-powered, a plastic frog band, they played jazz spiritually, and a tiny banner that said, "Live, Laugh, Lawn." Linda started patrolling my yard like a security guard in a heist movie. She carried a clipboard and glared at my decor like it had personally insulted her hydrangeas. Then I received a formal cease and desist letter, complete with HOA letterhead and a demand to restore visual harmony within 7 days. So naturally, I doubled down. I called my cousin, who works in props for local theater. I borrowed 2 mannequins, dressed them like garden angels. One held a gnome like Simba in The Lion King. That's when Linda snapped. She showed up at my door, clutching her clipboard like a Bible. "This is harassment," she hissed. "Pretty sure it's harnoment," I said. She did not laugh. She stormed off, muttering about calling a special board meeting. At this point, my neighbors were emotionally invested. Barb from across the street brought me a leprechaun statue. The Johnsons next door added a ceramic squirrel family to their flower bed in solidarity. We were now a rebellion, but I knew I had to deliver the final blow. On August 15th, at precisely 6 a.m., I unveiled my masterpiece, a full nativity scene. Not just any nativity, this one featured General Gregory II as Joseph Veronica the Flamingo as Mary Sir Slowjam, the gnome turtle riding in as one of the wise men, a baby Yoda in a manger, the frog band playing Silent Night on loop, solar-powered Bluetooth speaker hidden in the mulch. I added twinkle lights. A sign that said Gnome for the holidays. Inflatable snowmen flanked the driveway. It was 87 degrees. Linda lost her mind. She called an emergency HOA meeting where I was summoned to defend my choices. I showed up in a Christmas sweater that said Resting Grinch Face and brought gingerbread cookies. "I'm simply celebrating gnomamas," I told them. "It's part of my deeply held decorative beliefs." The board was split. Half of them hated me. Half were trying not to laugh. The tie-breaking vote came from Carl, the treasurer, who said, "Honestly, I kinda like Baby Yoda." Victory. Linda quit 2 weeks later. She said she was emotionally exhausted and moved to a stricter neighborhood. The new HOA president, Barb from across the street. First order of business, amending the decor rules to allow festive statuary in moderation. Gregory remains on my lawn to this day. He wears sunglasses now. He has seen battle. He has known loss, and he has won.